When the call for investigation becomes louder than the noise of politics, that is when democracy breathes again. For too long, inquiries in the Philippines have been reduced to performances, grand speeches, televised hearings, and reports that end up as footnotes. The time has come for the nation to demand what it truly deserves: an inquiry that can't be bought. Over the past months, multiple controversies have tested public confidence, from overpriced public projects to the alleged misuse of intelligence and confidential funds. Each new exposé stirs public outrage, only to be met by denials, diversions, and committees that promise much but deliver little. The people are not asking for vengeance. They are asking for truth that is independent, evidence-based, and free from political negotiation. History reminds us how vital independent investigations are. The Senate Blue Ribbon Committee once exposed billion-peso scams that led to long-overdue reforms. The Commission on Audit's reports have saved taxpayers billions of pesos by demanding accountability in procurement and disbursement. The Office of the Ombudsman has proven that, given autonomy and resources, even the powerful can be held to answer. Yet these very institutions now face new pressures: budget cuts, red tagging, or the quiet intimidation that seeks to tame their independence. When the watchdogs are weakened, impunity grows bolder. Recent data from the Transparency International Corruption Perceptions Index, 2024, ranks the Philippines among the lowest in Southeast Asia, scoring below 35 out of 100. This means global investors and local citizens alike see corruption as systemic rather than sporadic. The Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism has likewise documented a decline in public trust toward investigations led by political allies. When people lose faith in inquiries, they lose faith in justice itself. That is why a credible inquiry must be insulated from influence, financial, political, or partisan. It must begin with transparency in its composition. Members should have no vested interest in the case at hand. Proceedings should be open to the public. Findings must be backed by data, not dictated by headlines. A credible inquiry is not about who shouts the loudest. It is about who listens to the evidence longest. The Constitution already provides safeguards. The Commission on Audit, Civil Service Commission, and Ombudsman are constitutionally independent bodies. What they need is consistent support, not selective interference. Every peso withheld from their operations, every delay in releasing reports, every unacted recommendation is an attempt to buy silence with bureaucracy. An inquiry that can't be bought means protecting these institutions from political retaliation. Equally important is the role of media and the public. Journalists who cover investigations carry the burden of presenting facts without embellishment, but also the courage to pursue truth despite threats. The National Union of Journalists of the Philippines reports continued harassment cases among community journalists who expose local corruption. When press freedom is compromised, investigations falter long before they begin. Protecting truth-tellers is as vital as prosecuting wrongdoers. But accountability is not the task of institutions alone. Citizens must reclaim ownership of public oversight. Freedom of information mechanisms allow anyone to access documents and verify claims. Civil society groups, schools, and student newspapers can analyze budget data, audit local projects, and monitor compliance. Every Filipino who asks for receipts, who reads beyond headlines, who refuses to accept case closed without proof, these are the people who make inquiries unbuyable. We must also learn to distinguish genuine accountability from political theater. Too often, hearings are used as platforms for partisan gain, with grandstanding overshadowing substance. When legislators treat inquiries as spectacles rather than serious investigations, they erode their own credibility. True accountability requires humility, to let data speak louder than slogans. It also demands patience, because justice pursued in haste often leads to injustice repeated. In an age of online misinformation, credibility itself has become a casualty. False reports circulate faster than verified documents, drowning out authentic inquiries. To counter this, media literacy must be strengthened in schools and communities. Students should learn how to identify credible sources, verify government data, and question inconsistencies respectfully. A democracy armed with critical thinking cannot easily be bought. At the heart of all this lies a moral question. What is the price of truth? Every bribe offered, every inquiry delayed, every document altered comes with a price tag measured not in pesos but in public dignity. When we allow investigations to be bought, we sell out our future. When we defend integrity, we invest in generations who will not fear the truth. Let this be the generation that demands better. Let public hearings be spaces of reason, not arenas of revenge. Let officials remember that transparency is not a favor to the people. It is an obligation written in the very language of democracy. And let every citizen, teacher, student, journalist, and public servant declare that the truth is not for sale. Because an inquiry that can be bought ends with blame. An inquiry that cannot be bought begins with justice.